We have another surprise entrant here. We have a special speaker. I'm sorry I didn't get your intro beforehand. Can you welcome Mr. Arun Daniels on stage? That's a good sign. Glass tote do. 5 minutes.
I thought it was an open mic thing, so I'm so sorry. You know, these are all topes in their own zones and all. So I'm like a toddler. You know, I'm like super beginner, and you know, maybe if I share my story, I don't know if you will get inspired, but it inspired inspired me to come wherever I am today. You know, I thought I'll just quickly share because I used to be a sportsman when I was in school. You know, I played cricket, I played football, and I played till the state level, and I used to be a fast runner, gold medalist in my school time. But then I stopped running after I finished my school. You know, the sports kept me in school. You know, once I left school, you know, there was nothing more for me to continue playing sports. So, you know, afterwards I started working, I started doing basic corporate jobs, and, you know, and I put on a lot of weight, you know, and I started to eat a lot of food. And I think there was a time where I was 120 kilos, and I put on a lot of weight. And then imagine I used to run 10 rounds in my school ground when I used to play for my school team. Now I wanted to run back, and I didn't know how I could do that because I wanted to play sports. There is hardly any places in India you can play sports, you know, unless you are a child and you don't have anything else to do. And, you know, I think 4 years before, you know, if I go back, you know, 4 years down the line, I started to do multiple things. You know, I'm a former journalist, so I used to work for a newspaper, and I used to volunteer for an NGO. I used to teach at a college. I started to do a lot of things, and as I did a lot of things, you know, one of the things I started to notice in my life was I was lacking a lot of stamina. You know, I couldn't do so many things because at the end of the day I would dead. You know, I was very tired. So I had to challenge myself. Okay, I wanted to check what can I do now. Should I join back sports? Can I start playing cricket, or can I play football? But I couldn't do anything. Later stages, I saw my senior boss, you know, he started, I saw him in one of the photos that he started to put up on his Facebook, where he was running Airtel marathons. And I was thinking, you know, if he could run marathons, why can't I too run? So the first marathon or first race that I did was the 5K run of Airtel, you know, and I still remember I finished in 1 hour, 20 minutes or something, that 5 kilometers run. And, you know, that made me think that I should continue to run. So, you know, cutting, you know, just fast forwarding too much, you know, I just want to say, you know, now I do half marathons, you know, I do 21 kilometers, you know, and, you know, that you know, motivated me to continue running. So I run throughout the year, you know, aiming for that 21, because that whole year I keep myself fit, you know, and, you know, that's my aim. You know, it's not that I should become big marathons, but you know, I respect you guys a lot. You know, I think I got more inspired now. You know, I want to maybe someday try doing a full marathon, you know, not to raise bars, but I want to challenge myself, you know, and do that. But, you know, one of the things this year I wanted to do is not only run for myself, but also run for somebody. You know, I really like this part which said, "Bhag lo dusron ke liye." You know, so this year I thought maybe why not run and encourage others to give back to the community. There's so many NGOs that are fighting and, you know, who are, you know, trying to keep their NGOs running, and they need a lot of money. So this year what I did is I registered myself for an NGO, and I'm planning to raise some money for that. With me, I got 20 more friends of my friends. I got them start their own campaigns and, you know, run for a charity and all. Because I so feel, you know, somebody said this year you're aiming to run, you know, 20,000 people are, you know, aimed to run this marathon. And I thought, why not, if one person start raising funds for 5,000 rupees, so many people's lives might be changing once you start running. You know, this is my small story, you know, from 5-kilometer run. Now I weigh 87 kilos, from 120 kilos to 87. And maybe someday I'll run full marathon. I don't know whether Iron Man or something, but I'm a toddler man, you know, I'll do that small running and all. But thank you so much, guys. You know, you got a fantastic inspiration. And thanks so much, sir.
Thank you, Arun. Thank you so much for standing up and speaking with us.